You introduced a very interesting idea here today. There is more and more requirement around test method validation, right? I mean, I think definitely Europe is really strong on that. It's coming with the FDA. It becomes a huge deal in the medical device industry when it comes to submission, right? And sometimes your uncertainty, the test method uncertainty, measurement uncertainty can offset the outcome of the test itself. Why do you think, in your eyes, and why do you think it's important to have a test method validated, a validated test method? Why do you think it's important for submission?
Well, I think the not only just the selection of the commonality of the test methodology, but the validation of that test methodology, so that as engineers, we can talk apples to apples as it relates to the device performance characteristics that we're interested in, and then that the governing bodies can now see this as a meaningful piece of data, so that when they're looking at device approvals and other things within the industry, they've got some standard go-to that's a little bit more advanced than an instron and measuring tensile forces, but something that's really geared to this subspecialty of interventional medicine and minimally invasive procedures. So, I mean, it's absolutely critical to have the, and just the time and the cost that goes into the validation of the methodology. I mean, I can remember clearly back in 2002 spending almost 2 years with, and I won't disclose, I won't name anyone, but being in meetings between groups in New Jersey, Miami Lakes, and the Netherlands, and that probably gives it away. But we spent years fighting on track methodology.
Yeah.
Because each one had their own method for creating an unvalidated solution in order to quantify certain things, whether it was deployment, whether it was trackability. But I mean, 2 years went by, and I mean, 2 years worth of improvement in product launches worth so many hundreds of millions of dollars to the companies involved, that they don't think about, and a lot of it is also just, engineers are proud of their inventions. I mean,
Yeah.
we want ours to be the standard. I mean, that's like, but when you're in a device company and your goal is launch a product, you should not be fighting for 2 years over whose test method is either more accurate, more reliable, or is just a better tool for providing that validated source for the product. And then move on to the, like, because at some point they have to fix what they're seeing on the bench if it's an issue related to any of those functional characteristics of trackability, guide wire movement, torqueability, pushability. All those things are critical. But it was a really, really arduous 2 year period where it was like many times, and this is pre-Zoom, but I mean, we would just leave these phone calls and you'd just be wore out, because they lost sight of the fact that, like, their end goal was to get this thing on the market. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, having validated systems is just critical, because then everybody speaks the same language.